This is your first welcome to the property. This little guy right here is a welded, full of scrap metal man sitting on a fence post made by my grandfather. My mom always loved this, and so we are certainly going to keep this little guy. He's been up here for many, many years, and my mom needed a buddy for him. So she created that in Idaho, moved it out to Oklahoma, so now these two are friends. This is the front of our house. We have the house made of brick. That was my grandfather's. And the middle building next to the motorhome is the wood shop. That's where Ben will be building out of. It's the original, completely original building. And then the carport in the front. And the white building was something that we built. That is the Simply Stained shop that we're gonna be working out of. And then my parents built a house right across. Okay, here it is, the front of our house. We're gonna leave this front part the way it is. Our plan is to remove a couple of the outsides. We're gonna take down those bushes and kind of re-landscape the very front of this part, but we're going to leave it. I like that it's symmetrical. We are gonna whitewash the outside of this brick. We're gonna keep it though. I believe we are gonna have to re-roof it, and we're gonna add a metal roof on top. But you see this corner right there gets, because of the high winds, that corner for whatever reason is always torn off every single time there's a storm. So that will be removed and altered. Day one here, we arrived and the front screen had been busted. So it's right now just a frame. It was a glass door and it just completely shattered. So we had to clean that up. We have already removed the carpet, and we removed all the way down to the concrete. So as we walk in the front door, you're gonna see the living room. So we have the wood stove. We're gonna keep that. I wanna continue this brick all the way across. This is gonna remain as our living room. We're gonna wall that door off so it's a solid piece, and then we're gonna tear out this part of the wall. So then that way you have more of an open area. As we walk in straight, you have the kitchen. We just have a couple of items from our garage that's going to be living in here for just a little bit. We're going to remove the floor, so then that way we're going to do a hardwood laminate, not laminate, what is, just like a hard, is it called laminate? I'm not really sure. You'll have to ask Ben. Winston, do you know what it's called? You don't know? Okay, we'll ask him. The hardwood, it's not real wood, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so this door is going to be gone. This is the laundry room. How funny is this, you guys? This is a toilet. Yep, it's actually plumbed into the laundry room. My grandfather's thought was, well, if I'm just walking in from outside, he lived alone, let's use the restroom and not have to go into the house. These cabinetries was from the laundry room. So this part is probably gonna remain the same, so we don't have to tear this part out and just keep this as like a mudroom, laundry room. Again, we're gonna wall that off. And these cabinets were actually handcrafted by my grandfather. Ben was explaining a lot of this to me, but I don't know all the fun stuff, but like he was talking about, there's nails in here that was actually hand driven in with a hammer, and that's just not really how we build things anymore. So Ben was pretty impressed. He's a carpenter, so he's really excited to kind of see how everything has been created. Okay, so this is the part that we're gonna actually demo. We're gonna demo from this wall and this whole kitchen. So this we're gonna be pushing outward. So this is gonna be a new section to be able to enter, and then we're gonna add an addition onto the house. This is gonna be an office. This we call right now like the Harry Potter room, because that's it. So we have a closet here. We're thinking about just removing this wall back to make it just a little bit bigger in here and just keeping this as an office. What do you think? Should we remove the hot pink paint or leave it? All right, well, so that one's still up for discussion. I think it's kind of humorous that we have a fan in the center of the hallway, but you know, I bet that is really helpful. This is the only bathroom in the house at this moment, and we're going to have this one as a guest bathroom, but also Andrew and Ashley, our kids' bathrooms. So it is a really good sized bathroom. Ben and I talked about leaving this counter. Again, we haven't cleaned or anything, but we're gonna leave this counter. Remove this window piece, this mirror piece, and replace that. So we're gonna keep this. We'll probably paint the bottom part of this or replace the drawers. We're not quite sure. Do the different tile, give it a nice little touch up of paint. The bathroom is looking good. It just needs a little bit of, we have a leaky faucet right there. So the plumbing needs to be redone, but for the most part, this tub is a pretty good standard. Okay, watch out. There might be a mouse in here. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, there was. So it's a good sized closet. We're gonna keep that guy in there. We're gonna remove all of the doors because some of them have had a lot of love happen to them. And we'll go with some new types of doors. We're trying to decide between this is called a stain grade door, which is, they're not real wood. This is pretty hollow in there, but it's made to look like it is a wood door, or a paint grade door, which is like a white, and you can kind of choose what color you want. So we're kind of deciding on what that is. Okay, this is gonna be Ashley's room. It's a good size room, and she's got a little like kind of nook and cranny over there. Our plan is to upgrade the thermostats. We're gonna put a new HVAC system, is what that's called, throughout the house. And this, my mom has informed me, is called an attic fan. I have never actually used one before, but my mom has explained that you use a dial to open it up, and it adds as like a fan from the inside the attic and allows airflow to go through your house, and it cools it down. This is gonna be Andrew's room. Do you wanna guess what Andrew is really excited about? Count them. All of these plugs. He's like, there's so many things that I could do in here. So, hey, there you go. He's got one of the very best views. Gosh, you just can't beat that. We will have to replace a window in there. This one is going to be our bedroom. Now I know what you're thinking. Andrew does not need to see into our bedroom. So that is gonna be walled up. And we're gonna, as we're doing a demo, we're gonna continue to keep the brick that we removed from the exterior part of the house, and we're gonna use it as different pieces to fix that fireplace, as well as wall up some of the walls. Okay, this leads out to our back patio. This is all gonna be removed because we are going to be adding on an addition. So of course we'll have to remove these items. So these windows, this section right here is all going to be gone. From that door a little bit over is going to be gone, but we're going to remove and keep that brick like I had just said. And so we can fill in some of those little extra gaps of those windows and just kind of block them off, because we're going to use these brick walls as an accent part of our house. So we are going to add on this end of the house, just adding an extra a rectangle look, and it's going to continue to go all the way out here. Let's see if this is going to make sense on a video. I'm sorry if it's not. Okay, see this little tile on the floor? Gosh, I'm so good at explaining this. Thanks for staying with me. So I'm going to extend all the way out to this panel right there on the floor, and that's going to be the addition for our house. This area right in this front part is going to be our dining room, and have a pantry area as well, so we can have like a walk-in freezer, because we do not have like a garage that will have that type of power. And then we're gonna have a big open kitchen. So again, you remember that I'm ripping out that kitchen that's inside there. That's what that window is. And so this is all gonna be a big kind of U-like kitchen. And then we'll have our bathroom, our bedroom, and our closet right in that section as well. So then that way our bedroom is going to have a window out facing just like Andrew's, and then it'll face the back part of here as well. We still have a couple of different pieces that are out in the field right back here that still belong to an owner that was living in the house previously. So that right there is a pig furrowing barn. So that will be removed. There's a couple of trailers that will be needed to be taken away, and these sheds are going to be gone as well. We'll definitely use that pole and add a nice American flag back there. And this is one of my most favorite ideas that Ben has had so far. This little camper is what I'm talking about. We used this camper when I was a kid. It was so cool, and I'd come here during the summer times and visit my grandfather with my mom. And we used to spend the night in the camper. Like it was like we were camping. And how fun is this? Oh, sorry if it's windy. Ben has the idea of making this into a chicken coop on wheels. So it does not have a wheel right now, but I'm sure we can make that work. He has just such a fun idea of creating this on wheels. We want to make it on wheels so that we can move it to various different parts of the property in order to kind of just, chickens are great roamers, and so we want to make sure that we're utilizing them and they're able to get those different types of bugs. But as you can see, there's a lot of extra work that's needed to make this little guy cool. I don't know, do I even open this? I feel like a raccoon's gonna come out. Do they even have raccoons here? Oh boy, oh man. Okay, honestly, this is the first time that we've walked into this. Oh, this needs a lot of love. This needs a lot of love. Okay, that has been well used and probably hit with a storm. Okay. Well, as you can see, we will need to gut this thing, but can you imagine this is a chicken coop? Cool, right? Close that door. Hey, this is Ben's shop right here. So he's in there, he's trying to get a fan to work, and I'm trying to get some stuff set up. This is an old barn that they were able to park tractors into. We're gonna peel off the scrap metal and we're going to attach that to just different parts of the farm. We're gonna use that one. You can also take it to a scrap yard and they will give you a little extra change for that. And that way we'll have a nice view back there. I don't know if you can see over where Winston is, but that is a storm shelter. That truck right there, we're gonna try to get that up and going. That belongs to my uncle. Very cool, some stuff. This is a cool truck that Ben and my dad are very excited about getting up and running. Gosh, everything on this property is really cool, really old, but it needs a lot of work. Look at that windshield and rocks. Okay, the O is missing, but I'm sure that we can get this thing going. I mean, this just looks like it comes from a picture. It's real cool. Yep. So we are having some awesome views that go all the way to the back of those trees and into there is just a cool little forest. There's a couple ponds back there. Winston, are you excited about this? Winston, tell me, are you gonna get used to the heat? Maybe? Yes? Okay. We'll talk to you soon, Winston. Bye.